Good morning, everybody. Got your coffee? I got mine. So, I have a lot to do today. I have to drop the rest of those toddler coats off because we mostly only have toddler sizes in the coats. And we have to go to the daycare and drop those off where they are really needed. My husband had this really good idea a couple days ago, and we did it for the first time yesterday, and it made a real big difference with that library pantry. He said we should take some of those flyers that you had made up and we should put them at the bus stops, and we did that. And yesterday that library pantry was completely cleaned out, except for the books. Though people still don't want to read, which is what inspired this resource, is the fact that I can recognize that a lot of people in America, particularly in my own community, cannot read above a certain level. And we don't look for information either. Case in point, the other day, sometimes I'll make videos and I won't put in a whole lot of context, because if you want to know what the rest of us are talking about, it's very easy for you to just find that information. Sometimes I feel like doing the work for you, sometimes I don't. And if I don't, I don't. That's called the boundary. People don't recognize them when they see them. So the degree, the amount, and I gotta say, it was like 99% of black women, who are supposed to be the most educated demographic in this nation, excuse me, asked me what happened, what was going on. And so, just for shits and giggles, the search bar, I put this video on TikTok. The search bar is right above your head, literally. Just for shits and giggles, I went to go, there was enough context, should I say, in it for people to figure out what was going on if they wanted to go on. The number of people who asked what was going on. I went to the search bar, I typed in Whoopi Goldberg, what happened with Whoopi Goldberg. Literally, that's all I typed in. First fucking story. It was the first damn story that popped up. I know y'all don't think that that's a big deal, but it is. Because kids see us not reading, and so they don't read. They see us not being willing to learn, and so they're not willing to learn. They see us not being willing to educate ourselves, look for our own information, and they just become carbon copies of that. And I'm sorry, obviously, I'm not talking about those children, because y'all get so sensitive and y'all think that I'm talking about children who have learning disabilities. And again, there's enough context clues in here to let you know that that's not who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people who have a hard time learning. I'm talking about people who just won't do it. Too lazy. Just won't do it. Now, and another thing I want to say about this, and this is just the fucking truth. Don't all y'all kids have learning disabilities? Y'all the learning disability. You the parent. That's the truth. You the motherfucking learning disability. Your child don't have a learning disability. You don't sit down. You don't have conversations with your children. You don't read to them. You don't help them learn. You don't make sure their homework is done. You don't make sure their homework is right. You don't go to parent-teacher fucking conferences. You don't listen to those teachers. They don't have the freedom to tell you what is actually going on with your children. Because when they tell you the truth, just like when I tell the truth in these videos, everybody, you get mad. Because you're too emotionally immature to handle the truth. And just go from there. The truth is your child can't read. As the parent, do something about it. If your reading isn't that strong and your child is struggling, do something about it. It's too much technology readily available for y'all to be this unconcerned and this unbothered. And then with the breaking down of programs like DEI and affirmative action, how do you think that your children are going to compete now? Because our kids literally have to be more than, they got to be 4 times as good in order to get half. And if your kid can't read, can't count, can't spell, how are you as a parent okay with that? You shouldn't be. And if you are, you shouldn't be anybody's parent. And that's just the truth. That ain't really what I want to talk about. I strayed from the topic yet again. But listen, let's go back to something that I did say in that. The truth. I'm a pretty truthful person. I haven't always been. But now, years of therapy, growing up, learning how to manage my emotions, learning how to self-correct, learning how to respect the truth even when I don't like it, deal with it when I hear it and I don't like it, and do what I can to change that narrative. I'm a pretty truthful person these days. And the thing of it is that I am going to say things that are going to hit you in your feels from time to time. They are. My ability to be able to be forthright and tell the truth is a gift to my community and the people that follow me. It really is. You not being able to hear or respect it, or want to attack me for it, or want me to apologize for telling it to you, is a personal problem. It is. I have very, very thick skin. I don't care what you call me. I don't care how you attack me, how you attack my looks. I don't care what you say. It's not going to stop me from speaking the truth. All that's going to do is just get you blocked, and it's going to keep me on, and I'm going to keep on telling the truth. Just because you can't handle the truth don't mean I'm going to stop telling the truth. The truth is what grows us. The truth is what brings real growth out of people. And if you want to go through the rest of your life being lied to or lying, that's your business, baby. Get off my platform. I make no apologies. I make no apologies. And you know, when you are a woman, people really want you to apologize. They want you to always be in this apologetic state of being. And if you're a black woman, it's even worse. And if you're imperfect, it's even worse. People want you to apologize for having boundaries and respecting your own boundaries. Y'all always say that y'all, you know, boundaries are healthy. That's until people put them in place and their boundaries are inconveniencing to you. They inconvenience you. I am great at establishing boundaries. I am great at respecting my own boundaries. Flip side, I'm great at respecting other people's boundaries. When somebody tell me no, I respect that no. If somebody say I'm not quite comfortable doing that, that's fine. Yesterday, case in point, I had a business transaction that I was trying to work out. I was trying to get my husband a patio set because he loves to be outside, you know, smoking his cigars, having him a shot or whatever, whiskey, bourbon, a beer or whatever. And I was trying to negotiate. It was a really nice set. It was already put together. I wouldn't have had to put it together. It was in excellent shape for a really, really good price. And they said that they could arrange delivery and that it would be like $45 delivery. And I said, okay. I said, what method of payment would you prefer? They told me the method of payment. I said, as soon as you get here, I'll pay you. But they wanted me to give them a portion up front. I was uncomfortable doing that. I'm not going to give you money up front for nothing. And literally nothing. I've got nothing. Not on a promise. Because what makes you more trustworthy than me? What makes you more trustworthy than me? And so I was uncomfortable. And she tried to finesse to say when she realized that, you know, but that's a boundary. I respect your boundary. Your boundary is you say you need $45 up front. I respect that boundary. What that means to me is that set ain't for me and God got something better for me. And I'm willing to let it go. I'm willing to let it go. I'm not giving anybody on Marketplace any money up front. When you deliver it, I'll pay you all the money you want on, you know, that's owed upon delivery. But I'm not giving you $45 for a 6-mile drive to my house. No, thank you. So I'm very good at respecting, that was just a little story, but I'm very good at respecting other people's boundaries. I'm not going to apologize to people for having boundaries. And you know, and then one of the things is when you are a helper, and when people see that you are a helper, when they see that you are willing to help your community, people really do try to exploit that. So you have to have healthy boundaries in place. You have to be like, no, that's not what I'm about. My the flyers that we put out said that we close at 5. Yesterday I left out of my driveway at exactly 5. Some people pulled up. 5 o'clock, it's a done deal. My suggestion to you is to come back tomorrow and try a whole lot earlier than 5 o'clock. That's my boundary. Because if I break the rules for one person, I got to break the rules for everybody. And then if I do that, next thing you know, it's people knocking on my door. And then the next thing you know, it's people on my property at night. You have to respect boundaries. People want you to apologize for being opinionated. They want you to apologize for being a woman. They want you to apologize for not being subservient, not being submissive. They want you to apologize for being black. They want you to apologize for being fat. They want you to apologize for being truthful and being honest. They want you to apologize for not making them comfortable in your space. People want you to be in a state of apology at all times. And I'm not apologizing for any of it. The common sense option is for you to leave. If you don't like the truth and you can't handle the truth, leave. You can call me a racist. You can call me fat. You can call me single and alone with cats. You can call me stupid. You can call me whatever you want to call me, honey. I know that is just a projection of your inner self onto me. I know that you are small. I know that you are incapable. You don't have the emotional intelligence. You don't have the bandwidth to hear the truth, listen to it, think about it. I know that you don't have the ability to have thoughtful commentary and dialogue with other adults. I know you don't. All that does, it just makes me get rid of you. And good riddance. Because I don't ever want to see you again. Because your mama and your daddy failed you. Because you don't even know how to talk to other people with dignity and respect. I can disagree with your stance. That is, if you can articulate it. And I can do that with dignity and respect. I think it's a shame that so many black people have been trained through PTSD, internalized racism, to be so disrespectful to other black people. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all really should. Them white people got your blackness in a fucking chokehold. That's all I got to say. If you'd like to support me or my platform, I will leave my Cash App and Venmo down in the comments. There will be a Smiles in the Box today. Like I said, I had some issues going on with my eye, and yesterday was a painful day as well. I'm feeling better though. It's healing. I'm feeling better, so we will be doing that after I come back from the daycare from dropping off all of these supplies too. We also was able to part with a few coloring books, a few snacks, some hats, some gloves, you know, the remainder of those coats. And tomorrow is going to be a really busy day too. Oh, I'm glad I said this, because we got the other Tracy has been great at finding the hidden elderly in the community. So we'll probably be doing that all day tomorrow. I really don't know a lot about what elderly people like to eat. I'd imagine soft food like grits and oatmeal and stuff like that. If you all could leave some suggestions down in the comments, I'll ponder them, try to get them on the list, and try and get the beautiful people that, you know, send these donations, motivate them and inspire them to send those during the next episode of Smiles in the Box, which will be on later today, probably this afternoon. But thank you so much for listening to my TED Talk. Black people, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, if your default not set to blackness, you need to deconstruct your internalized racism. What I mean by your default being set to black, you're supposed to think black first. And before you respect anybody, you're supposed to respect black first. Even if you don't agree with what black is saying or what black is doing, until black disrespect you, respect black. Your inability to do that is what white folks, white supremacy, and racism has done to your mind. Sit with that for a bit and think about it. Y'all have a good day.